A few years ago I did some experiments with milk kefir, inoculating the soil around here with milk kefir, and it was very evident that it does have quite a dramatic effect on soil fertility. Where I poured it in strips, the grass vegetation really sprung up lush, green and vigorous. So in the last video I said I was building up these beds with the bark from the firewood and the vegetable kitchen scraps, and I also poured some past its sell-by date milk, and it's quite incredible just how rapidly this fungi has grown. I actually think this is mould because it's fluffy. If you do a search, then you'll find that mould tends to be fluffy rather than mycelium, which tends to be more thread-like. Anyway, very interesting. It hasn't so much colonised the vegetable waste as the surrounding area, exactly where the milk was poured. So I've just put some more kitchen scraps in this area and poured some more past its sell-by date milk, and to see what difference there's going to be, I've poured some milk kefir, neat milk kefir, in this area. So I'll update on that in a few days' time. Another characteristic of mould is that it can be a variety of different colours, not just white. Blue, green, I've even seen yellow on these firewood rounds during the past year. So it's likely that at least some of this white stuff is mycelium. I definitely say that the thread-like structures there is evidence that this is actually mycelium and not mould. Colonising everywhere. Quite remarkable. This is treated timber here. I'm no longer using treated timber. That's not entirely true. I will be treating any timber that is outside or exposed to damp environments, but I'll be doing it naturally using Shishogiban or Hagasuki. I'll put it up on screen, the names, but basically charring the outside of the wood and then treating it with linseed oil and beeswax, and that way at the end of its life it's got no toxic chemicals in it. I could probably put it in the stove, though I wouldn't, but I can certainly just chop it up and chuck it amongst the trees and it will be fabulous nutrition for them. And this is a piece of eucalyptus that's been sitting in the damp here for almost 4 years, and I suppose it will start rotting. Is that rot, or is that it's just the last of the bark? So it hasn't actually started rotting yet. So there you go, living up to its name, eucalyptus as a rot-resistant, fungal-resistant timber. And those are some cut marks there, so if it was rotting, still solid. Perhaps a little bit of rot in the end. Not much, that's for sure. I'll leave you with what Copilot says are the main differences between mycelium and mould. Thanks for taking the time, always appreciated.
Mold and mycelium are both related to fungi, but they represent different stages and structures in the fungal life cycle. Here's a breakdown of their differences. Mold appearance typically appears as fuzzy or slimy patches in a variety of colors: black, white, green, blue, etc. Structure consists of spores, which are reproductive cells, and hyphae, which are thread-like structures. Role: mold is the asexual reproductive stage of certain fungi, where spores are produced and dispersed to colonize new environments. Environment: commonly found on food, damp surfaces, and decaying organic matter. Mycelium: appearance: looks like a network of fine, white, thread-like structures. Structure: composed of hyphae that form a dense, interconnected network. Role: mycelium is the vegetative part of the fungus, responsible for absorbing nutrients from the environment and supporting the growth of fruiting bodies, such as mushrooms. Environment: found in soil, wood, and other organic substrates, often hidden from plain view. In summary, mold is a specific stage in the life cycle of some fungi, while mycelium is the fundamental, nutrient-absorbing network of hyphae that supports the fungus's overall growth.